Mojo Draft. We're going to be drafting the top 8 rookie wide receivers. You know, names like Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Treylon Burks, Christian Watson. Jameson's going to make his debut. He made his debut, but he didn't play many snaps.
Nope.
Now, who's going to go first?
Well, there's only one way to do this.
Little rock, paper, scissors action.
As we always do it.
As always.
I like to spin the wheel better. Last time I went out first.
All right, let's do the
spin the wheel.
Okay. Let's spin the wheel. Whatever.
When did we do that?
We did it last episode for the Mojo Draft.
Because you don't win rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I don't know what it is. I usually do win it, though. We got to spin the wheel up right now.
We got these prices, too.
Yeah, I got the prices. Don't worry. And John, for each pick we make, is going to have the picture of the player on the screen.
Shout out to John.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Snake draft, by the way.
Come on, Daddy.
Snake
Come on,
draft
Daddy. Come on,
with
Daddy.
the number 1 pick.
Looks like Dehls has
The fix is in.
It's you?
The fix
I did see it move a little bit more. Dehls got number 1 pick. I know who he's picking. You better pick him.
They didn't want to pay rock, paper, scissors because I always win.
Number 2.
This is unbelievable.
Riv.
Riff.
Between Drew and I.
You know what? I'm fine with 4-5, honestly.
Is it snake
There's
draft?
only 4.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Because you get back to back, right?
Yep.
Nice.
And, of course, I will be getting...
Joel, then Drew.
So, Riv, Dehls, you have the first pick
I do
in the rookie wide receiver draft. We're drafting the top 8 rookie wide receivers.
With the first pick in the rookie Mojo wide receiver draft, I will be taking Garrett Wilson. I know a lot of you were thinking I was going to take Treylon Burks, but
I thought you were
going to say Chris Olave.
But when Garrett Wilson has a competent quarterback, these last 2 weeks, 5 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns, 8 catches for 162. He was on pace with Mike White, very small sample size, for a 1,500-yard season. This guy is an elite wide receiver. The Jets have a superstar. That's why he's my first pick.
And right now, Garrett Wilson is $15.40 on Mojo. 709 yards for the season, 4 touchdowns. He's wide receiver number 1.
He's
an elite receiver.
No. Laughing's nuts.
It's for laughing at his face. Like I need my boy to have a good year, man. That's just Denver put him down. Yeah, Denver put him down. LA. Damn.
Riv, you got the second pick in the draft.
Oh, this is easy as fuck. Yeah. Give my music. With the second pick in the Mojo draft, I'm taking Chris Olave. I think that's a pretty easy one. Arguably the best wide receiver in his class. Garrett Wilson has definitely put himself in that conversation over the past couple weeks, but I think, having Michael Thomas on that team and asserting yourself as the number 1 guy is something real impressive. Hopefully they get a quarterback that can definitely put him in a better position, but I think he's fully established himself as a top 2, if not 2, definitely 1 best receiver in his class. So give me Chris Olave.
Just looking at Garrett Wilson's game logs, you have Flacco to start, the numbers he was putting up. Zach comes in. Ooh. Yeah. Then Mike White comes in. He's right back up. It's not great.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Just stop it. My goodness, you have no shame.
Damn, they're spamming 80s hurt.
With the number 3 pick in the wide receiver rookie draft, I'm going with the pick that might be a little bit surprising, but he's one of my guys. I'm going with Christian Watson.
I figured.
Hate to hear that.
Christian Watson, 25 receptions, 401 yards, 7 touchdowns on the season, and only 330 snaps. Now, he's been injured. He was injured early in the season, but since he's been healthy, he's been taking off. Whether it's been Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love, he's been going bonkers. I love them coming out of the draft, and he's my 3rd pick in the Mojo wide receiver draft.
I'm sorry, guys, if I'm a bit dejected.
What?
Dejected? It's like you're kind of like not in the scenario that you're in.
I definitely tried to use that one.
This hurts. I can't believe AD's in the locker room. I hope he's all right. So you can cue my music. With the 4th selection of the Mojo wide receiver rookie class draft, Andrew will be selecting Jameson Williams. Now, Jameson Williams has not really played his first full game yet, and even still, he's still the 3rd highest rookie wide receiver. 4th highest rookie wide receiver at $13.35. And this Lions offense is extremely good. And this is with Jared Goff. Who knows what happens when they go and they improve on their quarterback situation next year when they have a high draft pick from the Los Angeles Rams, ironically. So Jameson Williams, definitely still high on him. He was my wide receiver 1 coming into this season. And that's still to be waited on, of course. He really hasn't arrived yet, but I do believe in his talent, his abilities. And you can cue my music one more time. Now, I'm torn because one guy I definitely like over the other. I think he is more talented, but he has not had the consistent production as opposed to this guy who he was hurt, of course, in the beginning of the year, came back, but since he's come back, you've seen his ability on display, and I'm talking about Treylon Burks. But the guy who I am going to be selecting is Drake London. Drake London has some of the most for sure hands in this rookie class. Before yesterday, actually, Olave hadn't dropped a pass, which was insane to see. But even
needed
still,
those 5 receptions.
Yeah, that's tough. It was a tough beat. But even still, Drake London has been or has shown abilities to be a future wide receiver star in this league, and he's doing this in an offense that does not pass that much. He started the year out hot, has cooled down because this offense has committed to the run, but it's not gonna allow me to ignore his skill set and his obvious talent. So that's why I'm going with Drake London.
Free Drake London, man.
Now, I have the 6th pick, and I'm going to be honest. With this pick, I'm kind of torn because left on the board, you have Treylon Burks, George Pickens, Alec Pierce, who I think is slept
Just
on.
for the record, if he doesn't pick Burks, I will not pick Burks.
I really feel like even though George Pickens has been the guy that when he makes a big-time play, he's on the highlights and stuff, Alec Pierce has been just as good. And you can argue Alec Pierce, if he has a better quarterback, because, Matt Ryan isn't as good as he once was.
Interesting.
Alec Pierce has been really good this year. I mean, you look at the stats. Treylon Burks has 359 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been injured. George Pickens, 512 yards. Alec Pierce, 510 yards. But you know what, Dehls? Gotta be fair. And because I'm fair, with the 6th pick in the wide receiver rookie draft, I'm going to go with Treylon Burks. I think Treylon Burks, had he not been hurt for most of the season, his numbers would look very good. And you look at the snap counts. He's only played 240 snaps this season compared to Pickens 643, Alec Pierce 531. And he has 359 yards, only like 150 yards shy of these guys in half the snaps. And 1/3 of the snaps, actually. I'm going to go with Treylon Burks. He's been good when he's been on the field.
Superstar in the making, man. Hate to see it.
Now, Treylon Burks is him.
Oh, really? I thought that was about to be, his breakout game. I mean, he has been in the last 2 weeks, but against tennis, the Eagles, then crazy touchdown catch and gets lit the fuck up.
He's really A.J. Brown light.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sure.
The pick is yours, Dehls.
No, it's definitely not.
Oh, it's Riff.
It's me.
Yeah.
You're gonna skip my pick, man.
You better pick Alec Pierce.
No, I won't. This one's tough.
Pick Alec Pierce.
Cue my music, please.
I know you're going. I know where you're going.
This one was a tough one for me, but I'm going wild card. I'm gonna take Jahan Dotson
Ooh.
from Washington.
Okay.
5 TDs in limited snaps. He doesn't get the ball a lot, but when he does, it's damn near TD.
He's exciting to watch.
I like that. I like what they have in Washington. If they can get a quarterback out there to get Jahan Dotson some love, he's going to be a dog. So I'm gonna take the wild card on this one. I would have picked young boy, but
over George Pickens and Alec Pierce.
I was thinking about Pierce.
Nah, I'm fine.
To be honest, I'm not
bro,
familiar
yeah.
with his game.
Nah,
but
Pierce has been way better.
but he's not
He could be a wide receiver.
way better.
the young boy. I was
Yes.
thinking about young boy.
Before he got hurt, Jahan Dotson was on pace to be the best rookie in
He was eating.
this class.
He has 232 yards on the season,
He
bro.
missed a lot of games.
Give me,
Alec Pierce has been better.
give me
That
Dotson.
touchdown against
that's
the Giants
a fire
was crazy
selection.
too.
Give me Dotson.
Jahan's
man.
him.
Jahan Dotson has 436 snaps on the season. Alec Pierce has 531.
Jesus Christ.
100 more snaps, but Pierce has over 300 yards.
It's more
on
of
him.
a
Dotson has
loaded room.
5 TDs.
I guess it's similar though.
It is similar.
Yeah, it is.
Pittman,
Pittman and
Campbell.
Karras.
How many yards Pierce has?
5 to 10.
Dotson has 233. 5 TDs.
5 TDs.
3 of them came with Wentz in like week 1.
That
100
Casey,
less.
the Giants touchdown last week was.
I know
very
Jahan
impressive.
Dotson played well
Yesterday,
last
Sunday.
week, but
100
I'm
less
just
snaps.
saying, like Alec Pierce he had a game-winning touchdown
Okay.
versus the
fair.
Jaguars.
Respectable. That's
Bro,
respectable.
game-winning
Alec
touchdown.
Pierce.
He had a good game against the Giants.
You sleep on Alec
did.
Pierce, and
Dotson,
I don't
he
like
did.
that. I don't like that you sleep on Alec
I think he
Pierce.
could be a wide receiver 2 in the league.
Dotson?
All
Right next
that's
to
fair.
Scary.
That's
No,
not disrespect.
He right there with
Pierce.
Scary. Open up the game.
I think that's the ceiling.
Matter of fact,
21.
21.
That's great
Matter
though.
of fact.
Number 2 for a second round pick.
AJ Brown's number. It was a second.
You
round
saw
pick.
that George Pickens was crying on the sideline because he wasn't getting the ball.
Yeah, I don't like to see him complain. He just hasn't earned that yet, sadly.
You have the last pick.
I do have the last pick, yes.
And
This
it's
is
between
easy.
two guys, I think, right?
It is. It is between
I
two
got
guys.
it.
And with the last pick in the Mojo wide receiver draft, I will be taking George Pickens, my number 5 receiver in this draft class. I know Alec Pierce maybe been more consistent than George Pickens, but the upside that Pickens has, you can't really debate it. He has the size, the athleticism, the profile. He dominated Georgia year one. He's had moments this year with the Steelers. It's a bit of a loaded wide receiver room, but with Chase Claypool there, I was expecting him to step up. He hasn't really. It's really been Pat Fryermuth has taken a step over these last few weeks. He's been playing at a really high level, but I still like Pickens' upside long term.
Let me ask you, I feel like the only word in my head right now is antics. Him being upset that he's not been getting the ball. He was like screaming on the sidelines, asking for it. Do you think that he's overstepping as a rookie, or do you like to see that?
He's overstepping as a rookie.
I don't love it. Not this soon into your career. Especially with the Steelers are right now. They're losing games, right? And you have a rookie quarterback. I'm sure he's trying to get everyone involved, make sure everyone's happy. So you're not just – it's not really just a bad look for the team, but it's also this rookie quarterback who you're trying to elevate, who you're trying to – everyone wants to prove that he's the franchise guy. It makes it harder on him. Now Pickett feels like I have to get Pickens the ball. I have to give him X amount of targets per game because if not, he might say something after the game or on social media that is gonna stir some things up.
Wow, Alec Pierce was snubbed. He was snubbed.
Why didn't you get him?
Because, come on, bro.
Because
I'm not going to
Treylon
take him
clears.
over Treylon Burks.
Who would you take him over?
I'll take him over Jahan Dotson, and George Pickens is a toss about taking him over George Pickens too.
Hell.
John, I want you right now to show the Alec Pierce price on Mojo. I'm going to go 1 through 10 in a bit on the prices that we have.
John, aren't you a Steelers guy?
What are your thoughts on – what are your thoughts –
Chase down block LeBron.
What are your thoughts on Pickens?
I think he's top 5 receiver in this class for sure.
Okay.
Get Trubisky throwing the ball half the year.
That's fair.
You said a top 5 receiver.
In this class.
Christian Watson, Wilson, Olave,
It's possible.
Drake
It's
London.
hard. I don't know if Christian Watson can score a touchdown.
I'm saying right now, Alec
He said
Pierce.
Aaron Rodgers.
Alec Pierce on Mojo is $7.64. I think he's severely undervalued.
That's a good
Jared
value.
Allen is
Alec
killing
Pierce
y'all.
is a very good
Who's
receiver.
around that? Do you have that up?
I don't know who's around that.
I mean,
Off
80's
top.
out right
7
now.
for 7.
I know.
It's 14
Gotta get
points.
80 back
Who?
on the court.
Jared Allen. You don't need 80 to know what he's going to do to stop him. It's
Anthony
Jared
Davis's
Allen.
rim protection
What
is
score?
essential.
He's
Thomas Bryant,
14
yeah.
He's 7 for 7.
No, what's the score of the game?
Oh, it's 24-25. I don't think they called LeBron for goaltending there, but I don't think it's goaltending.
To recap the Mojo wide receiver draft, these are the top 8 that we selected. Number 1 was Garrett Wilson at $15.40. Number 2, Chris Olave at $15.15. Number 3, Christian Watson at $8.44.
Steal.
Number 4, Jameson Williams at $13.34. Number 5, Drake London at $13.55. Number 6, Treylon Burks at $11.23.
That was steal.
Number 7, Jahan Dotson, $11.34. And number 8, George Pickens, $10.69.
No love for Romeo Dobbs.
No love for him.
I would have
more.
loved to have Watson at 4. That was
would've
ideal.
been hot.
That would have been
It
ideal.
would have been very good, yeah.
Very handsome.
Watson's really that dude, man.
He's been tweaking.
He's so far.
Watson's been my guy at it.
Yeah,
Alec
been your
Pierce
guy.
and Watson. Alec Pierce and Watson were both my guys.
They
coming
were.
out.
They were.
Hey.
Shout out to our boy Nasir, man. Shout out to the donation. Love y'all podcast. Which young player do you think can potentially be top 5 to 10 all time? In my opinion, I think Luka, Giannis, or Tatum.
I'll be honest.
There's
Jason
only-
Tatum cannot
yeah,
be a top 10 player.
I don't know. If,
Top 5, 10
Top
all
5, yeah,
time.
that's
Top 5
tough.
is fucking
The
tough.
only-
Top 5's
the
great.
only
Giannis is
one
the
right
only
now-
one.
exactly.
Yeah, Giannis
It's
is the only
Giannis and Luka that can do it.
one.